Andy Ganigan. Gonzalez 17-0 with 16 knockouts. Ganigan 33 victories, 2 losses, 29 KOs. In his 2 losses, he was knocked out. Gonzalez 21, Ganigan 28 years of age. And here is our ring announcer, Jeff Timken.
Inglewood, California. Promoted by Dr. Jerry Buss, matchmaker Don Fraser. Your officials for this afternoon, judging at ringside, Chuck Hassett and Dr. Jin Kin. Your referee, man in charge, Marty Denkin. Your ringside positions, Dr. Michael DeLuca and Dr. Roger Thill. And timekeeper counting at the knockdowns, Cliff Goss. We're all set to go now. Your main event of the afternoon, 10 rounds or less, lightweight action. Out of the white corner, from Honolulu, weighing 136 pounds, 32 and 3 as a professional, ranked number 4 in the world by the WBA, Andy Ganigan. And on my right, from Mexico City, weighing 135 and 3/4 pounds, undefeated as a professional, 20 in a row. He's ready to meet any man, anytime, any place. Muy hombre, super gato, Rodolfo Gonzalez.
Well, there's an introduction and a half from Jeff Timken. Gato Gonzalez with his partisan Mexican-American crowd. Unbeaten, he's created plenty of excitement. He's coming off a victory over the very respected Villamar Fernandez. The referee with the instructions is Marty Denkin. Denkin will be scoring along with the judges Chuck Hassett and Dr. Jin Kin. They are from Los Angeles. Ganigan from Waipahu, Hawaii. And very popular, of course, in Honolulu, where he has fought all of his professional fights but one. That one being here in Los Angeles. The reason being that they say that they just couldn't earn enough money coming over here to fight. This is a big purse for him, and he was happy to come and have this opportunity against the exciting young Mexican, Rodolfo Gato Gonzalez. Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy and Sean O'Grady. We are underway in round number 1, scheduled for 10.
Well,
Gonzalez in red.
Gonzalez in the red trunks weighed in yesterday at 12 o'clock noon. He weighed 137. That was 1 pound over the contract limit. He finally made the weight after an hour of sweating. He made the weight of 135 and a half. The contract read for 136. But
Ganigan came right in on it.
The mistake was that there was 2 different contracts made.
Well, that happens in boxing along with some other things.
But that should not hamper his performance today at all, because they weighed in so early.
Tim, I'd like to say nobody should go to the refrigerator while any of these rounds are on, because any time one of these guys can nail the other one, and we can have a lot of excitement.
Ganigan told us that he would not be coming out looking to take Gatto out in the first round, only if the opportunity were there, obviously, but that he wanted to see what Gatto was going to do. He expected Gonzalez to swarm after him. So far in the opening minute, that hasn't happened. They've been starting out like a pair of boxers. We doubt this will last very long in that respect.
Ganigan, who is leading with his right, he is the southpaw. He's got a lion tattooed on his back. I've never seen that before.
Andy Ganigan, a colorful performer, so popular in his home state of Hawaii. Filipino descent. Lives in the sugar plantation area on Oahu. Known as the Sugar Man, and he just landed a good left inside. Gonzalez will throw that punch. You just saw that right hand starting it near the floor. That's one of his favorite punches. Gil, he's a little bit like Aaron Pryor. He throws him from all angles.
That's right. They feint one way, and then the punch comes from another direction. The thing is, he's boxing a southpaw now. I don't know how many southpaws he's boxed. That may have some effect on his performance today.
Well, we're told he's fought 3 as a professional. Knocked them all out. A minute to go in round number 1. Scheduled 10-round lightweight bout.
Ganigan has got to try to be fast and make Gatto miss those big punches. Gatto pulls his punches way back, and when he does, Ganigan's got to move. He can't stand there and let Gatto hit him on the chin.
Ganigan indicated to Gonzalez that Gonzalez had hit him low, and then he fired one right back at him. The only blemish on Gonzalez's record is a technical draw. He stopped Herman Montez, and then after they looked at videotapes, after the fight, they ruled he had been stopped by a low blow, so they called it a technical draw.
Tim, they're both throwing bombs now, especially Ganigan. He was the guy that was going to take it easy in the first round. He's taking chances, throwing some big punches.
Rodolfo Gonzalez has got the best lateral movement I've ever seen in a Mexican fighter. The lateral movement that I'm talking about is side to side.
Final seconds, round one. In red, Andy Ganigan, number 4 ranked by the WBA in gold.
I thought Ganigan had a pretty good first round, Tim. He was maneuvering Gonzalez out of position and threw a couple of pretty good punches in there.
Gil Clancy with WBA lightweight champion Sean O'Grady. Here at ringside, we are live from the Forum in Inglewood.
Sean, is this where you wanted Ganigan to stay during the fight, stay outside like that and then try to move in quick and back out again?
Ganigan is moving in much more than I thought he would. I figured that he would move more to the side. There was a low blow. Referee Marty Dinkin tells Dr. Gonzalez to keep him up. But I figured that Ganigan would move much more. Instead, Gonzalez is the one moving.
That's right.
Gonzalez looks a little wondrous about his opponent, Andrew Ganigan.
Right, he seems to be respecting Ganigan at this stage of the game.
Absolutely. Maybe he's having some problems with that southpaw style of Ganigan.
And he may have felt Ganigan's punch. You know, sometimes when you block a punch, you get hit with a solid punch.
Gonzalez's best wins so far have been against Villamar Fernandez, his last outing, and a tough Herman Montez. Ganigan with victories over Robert Vasquez. After he'd been knocked out by Vasquez, he came back to beat him, and a good win over Curtis Ramsey, former North American champion. Didn't fight for that title when he was supposed to, and it went to Sean O'Grady. He's since added the WBA World Crown to his laurels. He'll be with us next week, June 20th, for the WBC Lightweight Championship, Arguello and Watt. A minute to go, round number 2. Left-hand lead from Ganigan scored. Left-hand counterpunch from Ganigan scored. And that seemed to rev up his motors. Good left hand by Ganigan. Rocked Gonzalez in his corner.
Ganigan has taken it to Gonzalez in this round, and you just saw Gato Gonzalez miss with the left hand, and the crowd roared even though he missed. So that's what kind of partisan crowd we have here in the Forum in the Inglewood.
No question about that. Really no question about that.
Less than 30 seconds to go. Round number 2.
I'm surprised that Ganigan is not using that left jab or that right jab more. A southpaw that jabs a lot is very hard to fight.
Well, he's looking to wing that big punch, Sean.
Round number 3. Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy and Sean O'Grady at the Forum in Inglewood, California. Gato Gonzalez in red, Andy Ganigan in gold. Ganigan, as we see it, had the best of the first couple of rounds. Gonzalez so far has not been the Tiger, or the Super Cat, as he's known here, Super Gato in Los Angeles, thus far. He's obviously showing some respect for Andy Ganigan, and properly so.
Ganigan keeps waiting for that big punch, too. He may have been reading the news articles here in Los Angeles. They pumped him up very well as a big puncher. And he's sitting waiting for that big left hand that's his knockout punch.
Ganigan looks like much more the cooler and the more experienced fighter right now. Gato is really a little awkward when he wings his punches.
Gato is very excited, too. I noticed in the corner between rounds, Gonzalez's corner was very excited, very hyped up about Gato not being able to hit his opponent. And the corner of Ganigan was very cool, calm, and all ready to go.
Ganigan is managed by Larry Ichinos, is trained by Albert Silva and Bay Sojat. Leonardo Garcia is the manager and trainer of Gato Gonzalez. Another low blow from Gonzalez. And Ganigan complaining to the referee about it. I'd like to alert our stations along the line. It'll be a 30-second station break at the end of this round. Down goes Gonzalez. A left hand from Ganigan sending Gonzalez to the canvas. He was up immediately, but it was a good shot from Ganigan. Mandatory 8 count, and they're ready to go again. The first man to the canvas, Gonzalez, here in round 3.
That was a straight left hand by Ganigan, and he landed it right on the button of Gato Gonzalez. Gonzalez's feet are in the bucket, and down he went. Now Gonzalez comes back with a good right hand.
Good right hand that snapped back the head of Andy Ganigan.
You know, when he landed that left hand, he pumped 2 left hands. The first one was a rangefinder, and right behind it, he came back with the big one. He's maneuvering Gonzalez out of position right now. That's why he knocked him down. As you pointed out, Sean, his feet are out of position.
He's back on his heels a little bit. That's why he went down.
Right hand grazed Ganigan. He just saw it at the last instant. He lands a left and another one. And a good right hand back from Gonzalez. Gonzalez rocked Ganigan with a countering right. Under 30 seconds to go. Round 3. This is the war everyone expected. Another low blow, and Ganigan looking to the referee in complaint.
The one draw on Gonzalez's record was acknowledged by the commission as a low blow.
Good left hand from Ganigan to the chin of Gonzalez. Final second. And Gonzalez back. CBS Sports Saturday will continue after this word from your local station.
You'll notice in the knockdown that Ganigan, he maneuvers Gonzalez right in front of him so he can hit him with that left hand. There's the one left hand, and there's the double left hand, and down he went. He just gets him out of position. The speed are even, and when you hit a guy when he's like that, down he goes.
Round number 4 upcoming. There's Andy Ganigan from the island of Oahu in Hawaii. He scored a knockdown in round number 3, so a bit of a surprise certainly to the partisan Gonzalez crowd, the way this fight has gone so far.
There's blood in the mouth of Gato Gonzalez. His mouth is cut somewhere.
Commotion you can hear in the background when we return was for the appearance of Fernando Valenzuela, the Dodger pitching star, is in attendance, along with the usual number of celebrities at an LA sporting event. Elgin Baylor, former Lakers star, actors Artie Johnson, comedian Scoey Mitchell, many others. Ganigan in gold, Gonzalez in red.
Up to this point, it's been Ganigan's experience that has proved the difference. He's fought a much better class of opposition than Gato Gonzalez has. And it's proving right now.
He looks very confident, too, as he has right from the start.
Well, my feeling now in this fight, I don't think that Gonzalez can win by a decision. He's going to have to get Ganigan out of there. He's going to have to land that big bomb that everybody talks about.
Round 4.
The other fight is just a little too smart for him.
I'm surprised that neither man has jab, because the most effective weapon in boxing is the left jab, or the jab. Ganigan's right jab and Gato Gonzalez's left jab. It sets up everything. It starts everything. It gets your opponent in position, and neither man has used it.
That's the champion.
Sean, it's just not their style. They're both wingers. They both have all those big knockouts. 90% of their fights have ended in knockouts. A lot of people didn't think this fight was going to go this far, and here we are, 4th round.
Bill Clancy and Sean O'Grady ringside. Another low blow.
That was very low.
I'd like to alert our stations again along the line. There'll be a 30-second station break at the end of this 4th round.
And Ganigan continues to take the fight to Gato Gonzalez.
Yes, he does.
He's not backed up one step yet.
He's winging, but you know, when you're coming in like that, Sean, he better not get nailed coming in.
Under a minute to go, round 4.
Ganigan wings his punches, and when he does, he pulls back. And there's a good left hand by Ganigan. Right over the top and landed right on the button.
It rocked Gonzalez, but he kept his balance. But Ganigan pouring in on another good left hand from Ganigan.
That southpaw style has really bothered Gato Gonzalez. Ganigan's maneuvering him right out of position for him to land the punch and for Ganigan to be in punching position.
Well, we said Gonzalez had fought 3 southpaws in his young career, but of course none of them in the class of Ganigan. It was earlier on against far inferior opponents to Andy Ganigan.
Beautiful move just then by Ganigan. He slid to his right and then came over the top of Gato's left hand.
CBS Sports Saturday will continue after this word from your local station. with Ganigan on the attack, Sean.
Ganigan keeps using that right jab, and then he came over the top with that left hand. He hits with it, and he turns that hand over, put just a little more power on it, and Ganigan ran right into it. Hit him right on the bridge of the nose and then down on the chin.
Gonzalez ran into it, men, I know. In round number 5 coming up. We are live from the Forum in Inglewood. Sean O'Grady, Gil Clancy, and Tim Ryan describing this, a fight that many figured would not be into the 5th round so far. As we see it, it's been Ganigan in control, and he had the knockdown scored in round number 3. The referee is Marty Denkin.
And this is the 5th round. If Gonzalez, in my estimation, if Gonzalez is going to get something started, he's got to get something started here, because I think Ganigan is way ahead by this point.
I feel the same way, Sean.
There's a good left hook by Gato Gonzalez, and the crowd roars.
You know, there were a lot of people suspected Ganigan's chin, but he's got hit a couple of good shots in this fight, and it hasn't seemed to bother him a bit.
Very good shots, but now I notice that Gato is shortening up somewhat. He's got to shorten up because he's got to hit the other man. He's got to hit his opponent. If you can't hit your man, how can you knock him out?
Ganigan with 29 knockouts in his 33 wins. He was stopped twice.
There was Ganigan. He just maneuvered Gonzalez out of position again.
Ganigan on the attack, scored the left hand. Left hand to the body. Gonzalez gets out of his corner.
Very good work in that corner by Ganigan. He blocked all of Gonzalez's punches and then came back with combinations of his own, landing that big left hand many times.
Well, Larry Itchy told me they brought the Ganigan here 2 weeks before the fight, which was a smart thing to do. They got him used to the climate out here, used to the people, and it's showing. He really came to win. He didn't just come to collect a payday.
Watching him in the gym, he was very relaxed and in terrific physical condition. That's clear. Ganigan 28, 21-year-old Rodolfo Gonzalez. And again, a warning from the referee for the head work on the part of both fighters. Under a minute to go, round 5.
There was another lightweight champion by the name of Rodolfo Gonzalez from Mexico. In 1972, he won the title.
El Gato, given that nickname by his Mexican fans back home, and then when he started to fight in LA, it became Super Gato. Little American touch.
That was more or less a slip. The crowd roared on that. Gonzalez threw a body punch, and it just caught Ganigan off balance.
Under 30 seconds to go, round 5. These two sluggers unable to land the big one except for the knockdown blow from Ganigan in round 3. And Gonzalez was up immediately. Final seconds of the 5th round here at the Forum in Inglewood, California. Round number 6. Andy Ganigan in the gold trunks. Gato Gonzalez in red, now on the right of your screen. Ranked number 2 by the WBC, number 4 by the WBA. Ganigan, number 4 by the WBA, number 9 by the WBC. They are obviously two legitimate top teners, no matter who's ranking them. And right now, perhaps Ganigan surprising a lot of the boxing aficionados here in LA.
That was a beautiful move right there by Ganigan. He took a step back, slipped the right hand of Gonzalez, came back with a double left hand of his own. He's had
experience.
Some good
up to now, his experience is showing in this fight. Gonzalez is trying something different now. He's trying to counter punch.
That's exactly what Ganigan wants him to do too, because now Gonzalez is waiting for Ganigan to throw a punch.
Ganigan seems to want to turn it on with him. He's not afraid of punch for punch with him.
Every time that Gonzalez lands a punch, Ganigan looks at him and smiles, just grins at him. So he does want to win here. Good maneuver right there by Ganigan.
Well, Gato's trying to throw that wide right hand to the body, and then he just brought it back up to the head. Maybe he thinks that's the secret. He just can't figure Ganigan out up to this point.
Gil Clancy with WBA lightweight champion Sean O'Grady and Tim Ryan ringside. We're in the 6th round of this 10-round lightweight bout. We have had a parade of outstanding young lightweights here on CBS in recent weeks. You saw Ray Mancini, Jose Luis Ramirez. You're going to be seeing them against each other upcoming. Next week, it'll be Alexis Arguello and Jim Watt for the WBC Lightweight Championship from London.
Gato Gonzalez's left eye is beginning to close, Tim. He's got a nice mouse underneath the left eye.
Under a minute to go, round 6. Ganigan with a slight abrasion under his left eye, but not swelling at all like Gonzalez's. Got a knockdown being ruled by Ganigan. Looks like he's wobbled. It did not appear to be a big punch by Gonzalez, and they're throwing stuff into the ring already. Andy Ganigan looks very woozy.
Well, he has 30 seconds.
Left hand.
30 seconds to survive.
And Ganigan's just standing there.
Gonzalez has stopped Andy Ganigan in a strange other counting.
It's a count, Tim. They're counting.
Is he out or not?
Tim, his gloves hit the ground. The referee ruled it a knockdown. That's all.
Ganigan's got to move. He can't stand there and get hit. He can't let the other man punch him because right now he's
out of it.
He's got spaghetti legs.
He is out of it. He's trying to move, but Gonzalez can sense.
Well, he only has 3 seconds, Tim. If he survives the bell, he may be okay.
There's the bell. Andy Ganigan.
And Ganigan just looked at Gonzalez and smiled.
He did, but it was the strangest knockdown that I've seen in a long time. The one in the corner didn't look like a big punch.
Tim, I didn't see the punch, but we mentioned earlier, punches are born. They can turn it around at any time, and it's just about what happened now.
Absolutely.
It was not a big punch. He did not pull back and swing it. It was a short, snapping type punch. He shifted his weight onto his left foot. When he did, there it was. Bing. There it is, right there. The second one.
Yep, it was. That's the one. He just kind of pushed
him down, but he was out on his feet.
2 big shots from Gonzalez. This is after that first knockdown, and this looked like he was out totally. His gloves touched the canvas again, as you pointed out, Gil, and the referee, Marty Denkin, quickly in to make the count. I didn't think Ganigan would survive that one, but the bell has kept him alive for round number 7. And finally, Gato Gonzalez doing some damage. Gil.
His eyes are still clouded, Tim. His eyes are still clouded.
No smelling salts was applied to the nose of Ganigan. He's still hurt.
Gato Gonzalez sensing the opportunity for the kill here, is moving in, but Ganigan rallying somewhat and willing to go toe-to-toe with him. A short punch was the damaging blow. You saw it on the replay. We did not see it live. Gonzalez now winging. Landed a right hand.
If Ganigan is going to stand in there and go to toe-to-toe with Gonzalez, he's got to throw punches and get an attack to knock Gonzalez off of him. Gonzalez will just stand right there and throw punches with him.
Gonzalez right now is coming like a freight train. He's overpowering him.
Ganigan moving pretty well. He seems to have freshened up a little bit. Now he's knocked down. He was off balance. He was off balance, and he said to the referee, that wasn't a knockdown, but he is being counted. He took the right hand. It looked like their feet might have got tangled up. Ganigan appears to be okay. The third knockdown, official knockdown, scored by Gato Gonzalez.
The right foot of Ganigan is very close to the left foot of Gato Gonzalez. That's why they crossed feet. Good right hand by Gonzalez.
Yeah, good right hand. And then a low blow from the left side. Gonzalez trying to finish Ganigan. We're in round 7 of this slugfest. It had been all Ganigan through the first 5 rounds, and then suddenly a pair of knockdowns late in the 6th round by Gonzalez. A good right hand by Gato. Another one.
Ganigan is hurt again.
Gonzalez throwing from all angles. Wild swinging right missed. Under a minute to go, round 7. Right uppercut landed from Ganigan. Not a whole lot on it. Now he scored with a good left hand. Hot Gonzalez coming in. Right hand from Gonzalez.
Gonzalez is a little wild now. He should feint a little bit. Hit this guy with a combination instead of just that. He's looking for that one big punch.
And that's what Ganigan wants. Ganigan's got to make him be wild. He's got to make him expend some energy. When you punch hard, it makes you expend more energy than when you punch easy. And now Gonzalez is expending energy.
Less than 30 seconds to go, round 7.
Good straight right hand by Gonzalez. He doesn't throw that very often.
Final seconds of the 7th round. Round number 8 of the scheduled 10-rounder. Ganigan in command through the first 5. Gonzalez with knockdowns in round 6 and 7. And Andy Ganigan in the gold trunks will have to rally here a little bit. Keep himself going in this fight as Gonzalez appears to have turned it around. He is the aggressor, wailing away.
You know, Tim, the way we have the fight scored, Ganigan has all those early rounds in the bank. And if he makes any kind of a showing in these last 3 rounds, we're going to have a very interesting time here with the decision.
It sure did not figure to be a decision at all. It may not be yet. We're in round number 8. Tim Ryan, Gil Clancy, and WBA lightweight champion Sean O'Grady at ringside.
Ganigan's eyes are clear now, Tim. And he landed a couple of good snappy punches in that last exchange.
Now in these later rounds, Gato Gonzalez will be able to land those big punches that he swung from left field because, there's a low blow by Gato Gonzalez. And Dinkin warns him. He takes a point away. Looked around to each judge, and they took 1 point away.
That could be the deciding point, Sean.
Ganigan people expected the low blows from Gonzalez. It was a source of concern to them.
Good choice by the referee, Marty Dinkin, because I have seen time after time Gonzalez hit Ganigan low, and the referee hadn't seen it.
10-point must system in effect, and he has taken 1 away in this round from Gonzalez. And now warning to Ganigan for using his head inside. That wild swinging low right hand from Gonzalez.
Well, Gonzalez comes in wide open when he throws that right hand. If he gets hit with a counter coming in, he's going down again. Throws that wide right hand to the body.
Ganigan has rebounded from those knockdowns very, very well. He looks bright-eyed and in full control out there. Obviously, he's a little tired, but Gonzalez must be by now, too. They're in the 8th round. Right hand lead landed from El Gato.
He hurt Ganigan again. He's hurt against him.
The left and the right, and a long right hand. Ganigan retreating, even trying to counterpunch, and Gonzalez after him.
He's hurt. Ganigan's either got to hold on now and try to regain his composure, or get away from Gato where he can't hit him. There's another right hand by Gato. That right hand that Gato swings is way from the outside. It comes looping around. That's where he gets his power. It picks up speed through that through the air, winging around.
Final seconds of the 8th round. Round number 9, scheduled for 10. And certainly neither Gil nor Sean nor myself expected this to be into the 9th round. I don't think many fans here are boxing writers and various experts, but here we are, 9 rounds in, as Gonzalez has been down in the 3rd round. Ganigan has been down twice in the 6th, 1 in the 7th. A point was taken away for a low blow from Gonzalez in the 8th round, so that round probably was scored about even. There's a good left hand from Ganigan that rocked Gonzalez back, but he rallies immediately. We're in the 9th round.
Between rounds, the handlers of Ganigan were rubbing his legs. Something may be cramping up in the left leg of Ganigan.
Yeah, I noticed that too, Sean. That could be very, very serious.
And smelling salts was applied this time to the nose of Ganigan, and he looks very clear-eyed, bright-eyed.
Gonzalez, who has knocked out 16 of his 17 opponents, certainly has some frustration at this point against very tough Andy Ganigan, a knockout man himself, and here they are both on their feet 9 rounds later.
Now Gato's using that jab you were talking about, Sean. He hadn't used it all fight, but now he's using a jab.
And it set up that right hand that he used right there. He feinted the jab,
Good right hand.
Good sweeping right. Ganigan on the chin.
Ganigan smiled at him. I wouldn't smile if I got hit with a punch like that, I'll tell you that.
Well, the Mexicans are supposed to have the macho, and this Filipino from Hawaii, Andy Ganigan, showing he's got plenty too.
And there's a nick, a small nick under the eye of Gato Gonzalez. It's under the left eye. Probably from the jabs that Ganigan has thrown.
Of this slugfest. We've seen 4 knockdowns, but neither fighter able to finish his opponent off. Under 30 seconds to go, round 9.
The way Gato was boxing this round, his handlers must have told him he's way ahead, because he's really boxing more now than at any time during the fight. He's not taking any chances, moving around. There he is, side to side. He's become the boxer.
He may have gotten frustrated not being able to hit Ganigan. He hasn't been able to hit Ganigan as much as he'd like to. He's missed many punches.
Coming to the end of round number 9. What an important final round this one is. It has to be a close fight, with Gonzalez perhaps ahead on the basis of his knockdown points scored in rounds 6 and 7. Ganigan had a knockdown in round 3. The low blow point taken away from Gonzalez. Gentlemen, this fight could be on the line here in the final round.
And Gonzalez has become the boxer. He's moving all over the ring, side to side.
And as close a fight this is, I'm surprised that Gonzalez is moving in this round.
That's
I
right,
figured
Sean.
him to go out in the final round and give it all he's got.
No, they have him boxing. They may know something we don't know, Sean, but they have him boxing.
The referee, Marty Denkin, judges Chuck Hassett, Jim
big left hand by Ganigan.
Gonzalez wailing back. Ganigan staying right there with him.
There's that wide right hand to the body again.
Now Gonzalez has found out that he can't hit his opponent with those big, long, lunging punches that he was throwing. There he rocked back and threw a good right hand, right back on that back leg. Put all the power he had into it.
Ganigan's fighting to win, I tell you that. He wants to make sure in this Los Angeles Forum.
Ganigan's corner exhorting him to more action, throw more punches. Right hand from Gonzalez landed over the left.
And
a left hand landed.
Well, they said Ganigan didn't have a chin, but he sure got hit with some punches then. He's still standing.
Under a minute to go in the fight.
Now Ganigan's got to come back with a flurry to win this round. As close as this fight is, he's got to win this round to try to win the fight. Also, Gonzalez, in my estimation, must flurry these last few seconds.
It has been a 10-round war. 2 noble warriors involved, Gonzalez and Ganigan. 30 seconds to go in the fight. Left hand from Ganigan. So the 2 big punchers unable to finish in this fight with a knockout. We're into the final 10 seconds of the fight. Goes to a decision. With Gato Gonzalez, 16 knockouts and his 17 wins. Andy Ganigan, 29 out of 33. They managed to get him to the floor, but there were no knockouts here today. And we'll be back with the decision at the Forum in Inglewood in just a moment. Tim Ryan with Sean O'Grady and Gil Clancy, and we have the decision upcoming here. Gato Gonzalez and Andy Ganigan, 10 grueling rounds.
We have a unanimous decision. Correction, we have a split decision. Judge Chuck Hassett at ringside scores it 94-92. Super Gato. Judge Dr. Jin Kin sees it 93-93, a draw. And the deciding vote cast by your referee, Marty Denkin. He sees it 94-92 to the winner. Next stop, world title for El Gato.
Rodolfo Gonzalez is the winner of a split decision, as close as we expected it to be in our view. And the edge going to Gato Gonzalez, and puts himself in position for a title opportunity, perhaps, against Sean O'Grady, our color commentator here today. Our